Yo, what's good everybody? This is Reshiram bringing you guys another expanded game with the newly made Reshiram and Charizard GX Emboar deck. I should probably just call it Reshiram GX, just so that we don't spend so many words to just say the name of one deck. But anyways, it seems I'm going to be playing first. Very good once again. I know in the past I complained all the time that I was playing second when I just started the channel making videos. It would have seemed that I always got to play second. It seems we're been getting very lucky lately playing first. Unfortunately, I do mulligan, so my opponent will be able to get a free card. It's too bad. And let's see, she already has her stuff set up, active Pokemon and a bench Pokemon. And it seems we're going to open up with, well, I have the option to open up with Reshiram and Charizard GX. And you know what, let's just go ahead and do it. Probably not the greatest move, considering that the outrage attack is good if you get to play first, and I know I can just attach an energy, and then next turn I can just attach one more and start going. But if we're going to play second, maybe it wasn't the wisest move. So very good though. My opponent opened up with Tapu Koko, which is going to work nicely since I have this Charizard here. If she wants to spread damage on it slowly, I'm going to be able to hit her hard back with the outrage attack. So just going to use the Skyla and get Cynthia because we don't have a lot going on with this hand. And if I get a little bit lucky, then it's going to work out. Attach a far energy, we'll be able to start using outrage. So my opponent seems she's running some sort of Zoroark GX Decidueye GX deck, since she played down the Zoroark, played down the Rowlet too, didn't do anything else. So it might be a good opportunity for me to get my setup going, since we had a slow start there, having to use Scala to get Cynthia. She didn't do anything, just played down the Rowlet, and that's it. Didn't even attach an energy. The Zoroark GX, Decidueye GX decks are a bit slower than some of the slower variants, kind of high risk, high reward, since you've got to combine a stage 2 with your stage 1 line. Once you get rolling, of course, you reap the rewards of Decidueye's ability to spread damage, but you just got to get there first. Okay, so we managed to get the Tepix out, nice, got the Entei GX2, that might be handy later on. I've got my Moltres too, so we basically have all of our attackers when you think about it. All I gotta do is get out the Emboars and get some fire energies and destroy my opponent. So it seems she's kind of clever. She realized that it's probably not a good idea to just hit the Reshiram for just a little bit of damage. She attached the DC on Zoroark. But, I mean, if she doesn't play a full bench, then Zoroark won't be doing a lot of damage either, and that will also build up the outrage attack either way. So she's going to play down the Mallow, kind of a standard play with Zoroark GX, put the two top cards, put 2 cards you want on top of your deck and just draw them instantly with Zoroark. Let's see what she's going to do, taking a little bit of time there. Yeah, a bit slow of a player, but sometimes I do play slowly myself. So put 2 cards with Mellow and trade. Let's see where she discards the Field Blower. Okay, it's not like I run a lot of tools in this deck anyway. Alright, Rare Candy. It seems the Decidueye IGX is already going to be out. Not bad. Okay, so she got that guy out quick at the very least. That's probably why she didn't do anything the previous turn, holding on to some things maybe. So with Decidueye, she can start spreading damage. Once again, it's not going to be a good idea for her to spread damage on Reshiram. That just builds up my outrage attack. But she's going to be in a difficult position anyway, because a Pokemon like Reshiram, with using Zoroark GX, it's impossible to get a one-shot. Like, she would have to do the Skyfield shenanigans, put out a full bench of 8 Pokemon, then maybe use a bunch of Decidueyes in a single turn, attach a choice band, just do all this stuff if she wants to hope to get a one-hit KO on Reshiram. So she did go ahead and attack me for 60, put 20 damage on Tepix. Probably not a really good idea, because I'm going to evolve the Tepix. If you're not going to, KO them, do some meaningful spread damage, then it's not going to work out for her. Okay, so no Emboar just yet. I guess I spoke too soon. So let's go ahead and do Outrage for 90 damage. It's not great because I wanted to KO this dude in one hit, but we're not there quite yet. Hopefully soon though. If she attacks me though one more time, then I should be doing enough to KO her with Outrage. Very good. So she's going to go ahead and use N. I did have a decent hand going for next turn with Chorus, but it doesn't matter. Might as well use your N now instead of later. And we get our N of our own. And another Tepic. I don't need that now. Fire energies. So not looking too great, but my opponent isn't looking too great either. This is kind of a slow game. Things are going kind of slow. I will be able to make a big attack next turn for sure though. So she better start getting her act together because we're almost complete with our setup. So trade, gonna draw a few cards, play down another Zorua and Rowlet. Okay, decent. And what are you gonna do? She's in a tough spot. If she wants to attack and she decides to play conservative, discard the DC to retreat the Zoroark out of the way, then use Max Potion, attach the Choice Band too. So I guess she saved herself her GX Pokemon, and she's slowly putting the damage on with the Decidueye, 80 damage. So kind of a tactical approach she took there. It kind of paid off because now the Reshiram is softened up. With 190 HP, it's more reasonable for Zoroark to knock it out. So let's get rid of your Choice Band with Field Blower. And you know what? I'm not even going to bother attaching an energy on Reshiram because I know I can KO this dude without Rage. So we're going to take full advantage of the Outrage attack since we can now and build up the Entei for later. Since I'm going to get a single prize knocking out the Tapu Koko, I want to save the Snipe for another single Pokemon. Hopefully like one of the Zorua or Rowlet before they evolve. So Outrage, we're going to get our first prize here. Still haven't gotten Emboar out, but we're close. I got the Pignite. And we're looking good here. My opponent did put a bunch of damage on Reshiram, but I'm in control of the game here, I would say. And the slower the game goes, the better for me, to be honest. This deck, Zoroark GX power is basically being able to control the game and just screw over setup decks like mine. If we get our Emboar out and we start gathering our energies, then I should be able to deal with whatever she wants to do. So, looking good so far, I would say. So, it's her turn. She has a big hand here. It's going to play down the Mew there. Nice. So, that's just going to work out nicely for me. So, even if she evolves into her GXs, and now that the Mewtwo is down there, not Mew, then I can just snipe that Pokemon down with Entei later on and get our guaranteed one prize. No problem. So just being very careful with how I spread my attacks and my energies. You don't want to be in the position where you only need to get one more prize card and then you gotta knock out a big GX Pokemon. So since I knocked out the Tapu Koko and got a single prize, I want to get another single prize in one of the smaller guys. So that's how we work. Alright, another Rowlet hits the field. So she's going to be able to have 3 Decidueye GXs if she plays her cards right and get her Pokemon out. Evolved into the second form, I think it's called Dartrix. Yeah. And she goes with the Heartbroken icon. I guess she was looking for a card there. Possibly like DC. It was going to be a pretty big turn, being able to finish off my Charizard there, but unfortunately, it's the price you pay when you build your deck around with the owls. Obviously your deck is going to be less consistent. So let's use Skyla. All I really need to get now is let's get computer search. Get my fart energies and use computer search to get our stadium out. I think that should be the best thing to do. Or actually, no, get the Emboar out. I could have just searched the stadium with Scala straight up. But yeah, since we don't have the heavy ball, the only way is just to use the computer search to get Emboar out like that. Okay, nice. So now I don't have to worry about the owls sniping down the Pig Knight or something. Okay, and this fresh Zoroark GX will be easily KO'd uh, with my Reshiram here. 230 damage, just perfect. Perfect to knock you out with Flare Strike. Okay, so looking really good. She puts the sad face, but hey girl, these things happen. I don't know what to tell you. You just gotta... I mean, her setup, her field isn't too bad. She just missed the DC on the previous turn. That's about it. A big thing, but hey, I did give you a few turns of not doing much either. Okay, so Mallow, once again, gonna put the things she needs on top of her deck, and then draw them with Zoroark. She's not out of the game completely yet, because she can basically do the same thing she was gonna try and do the previous turn, and we will be at 3 prizes once she KOs the Reshiram and Charizard GX. This dude put in quite a bit of work, got me 3 prizes. You can't ask for more. Like Puka was saying on the European Championships, you know, you use these sort of tag team GX Pokemon, they give out 3 prizes. It's only 1 card. So if they got you like 3 prizes, maybe even more, then they basically did their job. You got the value out of them. So even if Charizard gets KO'd this turn, it did enough. It did what it had to do. And what we're gonna do then, I gotta get the stretcher to revive this Pokemon back though, because I don't want to be doing 180 damage with Moltres on Zoroark and then she uses Acerola and shit. So what we gotta do is KO one of the 1 prize Pokemon with Entei, just snipe those guys down. Probably the Rowlet if she doesn't evolve it. Otherwise, just the Mewtwo. And then get the stretcher, get another Reshiram and Charizard GX into play, put the Fire Energies on, and then KO either one of her GXs. Either Zoroark, or if she decides to promote Decidueye, which would be kind of foolish thanks to the weakness. That I can take care of that Pokemon too. So she's going to play her own stretcher. My guess would be to shuffle back a few Pokemon, right? There's the Zoroark GX, and I think that was a Dartrix or something. Not sure. No, must have been like a Rowlet or something, I don't know. So, put a few damage with the Decidueye, and I'm in that range to die with Riotous Beating. So, good on her, she got the KO on Reshiram. And we're at even prizes now. So, it's time for me to retaliate back and dig for one of the stretchers, since I don't have the second Reshiram GX. Okay, so energy retrieval. Let's put the energy first on Entei. That's what I gotta do. And we can get out another Emboar too, that's nice. Sort of play the cards that I don't need, cards that I need to play, not shuffle them back in the deck with Cynthia. So, let's go ahead, Rare Candy, get the second Emboar out. So I'm pretty good with the Emboars. I'm in no danger of, if she wants to target one, it would be pointless. I've got another one. And let's go ahead and use Cynthia. I probably could have used like Juniper at this point, since my objective is kind of clear. But it worked out. We saw the stretcher, 2 of those. So now get the Reshiram and Charizard GX back. And my field is perfect. It's basically checkmate, as the Lush is saying. Checkmate. I've got Entei to get me the KO. Reshiram is going to be almost powered up, and she can't really do anything. She would have to get 3 prizes instantly or some shit to win next turn, and it's not going to work out. I'm going to get rid of the little Rowlet there too. It won't get to evolve. So no third Decidueye IGX. She can just work with what she has there. And what do you know? The Heat Factory was in the prizes actually. Okay. So it's her turn. It's basically her last move. I mean, I suppose she could get one of the single dudes in the active position, but it's not going to work out for her. Like, if you're going to promote the Mewtwo, you're not doing much. If you promote the Zorua and don't evolve, you're not doing much. So she's basically in a checkmate position, like I've said. Whatever she does, I mean, at best, she can get another KO on MTGX, and that's about it. All I gotta do is see the energies, 2 more energies, and Reshiram can finish the job. She's gonna go ahead and use Bridget. Not the supporter you want to be using right now, but I guess it's the only thing she probably had. I don't know. Getting that extra Pokemon means a guaranteed KO on the NTGX there. So she came pretty close, to be fair. Uh, who knows? Maybe if she didn't miss the DCE on that crucial turn, this game would have been a lot different. Yeah. So 40 damage on Entei. She can only make one final move and KO it with Zoroark GX. And then my Reshiram is going to be able to finish her off. With Juniper, I'm pretty sure I'm more than likely going to see Fire Energies or one of my retrieving cards. Yep. So here goes. What do you know? We top deck the letter. So I don't even need to use Juniper. Just with letter, we get the Fire Energies. Okay. So it's basically my victory. GG. Nice little match. A bit slow. She was playing kind of slow, but it is what it is. Goes with another heartbroken icon. Girl, I had the Juniper anyway. I was gonna be able to see my shit for sure. Flare Strike, get the finishing KO, and I win. Hope you guys enjoyed this second game with Reshiram, Charizard, Emboar, and I will see you with some more games. Gonna be using this deck a lot, I would say. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends. See you next time. Saberwolf94. We'll see ya.